Hello, my love. Good morning to you. I hope that this finds you well. I hope that you are ready for your day. I hope that you are rested. I hope that you have a sense of peace about you at this moment in time. I hope for you for today that you express yourself meaningfully at some point, whether that's a scream or a tear or crying. Hopefully not a scream of danger, mind you, but a scream of maybe anger at something, maybe joyful crying, maybe sad crying, maybe you dance. I hope in some way you express yourself meaningful today. I was thinking about memento moris, but more importantly, I was thinking about the memento mori in terms of a memento mori for others. There is a very important and well used and something that I used idea of a memento mori for yourself, which is a reminder that you are going to in fact die. And the memento mori is to keep you cognizant of that fact and to help it keep your perspective in check in thinking about what you do with your day and what is important. And there are, I believe, actually some studies that for some people this is a really good thing, and for some people it stifles them. But you would have to look that up on your own, and that is another matter. For me, the memento mori was extremely useful. As you know, I checked off my days in the shrine that I used. But even more important, or perhaps as important, is a memento mori for others. That is a way to remind yourself that the people you interact with, the people you love, they too are going to die. They are not going to be around forever. And this is extremely useful, or at least I found it extremely useful, to help me keep perspective when things were perhaps a little more rough or tumultuous in the household, or with my relationship with your mother, or with you at times. But to remember in the moment of anger or dismay or whatever it may have been, of being hurt or wanting to lash out or feeling that this person was acting ill towards me intentionally, which is much more complicated and not always the case. The act is usually intentional, but the thought, there's not always a cognizant desire to hurt others. Again, that is another matter. But the memento mori would make me remember before I lashed out, before I got angry with others, that this person is going to die. And my time with them is limited. Their time on this planet is limited. And do I want to spend that time being angry with them, being petty, being malicious? Or do I want to put those things aside and try and love, try and build bridges and connections with them, and try and understand them instead of fight and resist them? And so I found it useful to not only have memento moris for my own, what was then impending demise, but also for the demise of others, because it gave me perspective. So I will leave it at that. Take it or leave it as you will, as with everything. And before I go, I will recommend again Lakeli 47 and her music, which, as you know, I just loved. And also Man vs. Nature by Diane Cook, which is just a phenomenal collection of stories. I cannot recommend it highly enough. It's one of those books where you thought, which is very hard for short stories to ever do, but like, this should be on the New York Times bestsellers list. This book is that good. The stories were just amazing. Unfortunately, collections of short stories rarely, from my recollection, make that list. But be that as it may, I hope you find some time to at least investigate and check those two out. I love you. I'm thinking about you, as always.